I still remember the day I met Emily. It was my first week at Henderson & Co., a corporate firm filled with sharp minds and confident smiles. I was new, shy, and still finding my place. That morning, I stood by the coffee machine, struggling to make it work, when a cheerful voice said, "Here, let me help you." I looked up and saw her Melly. Smart, beautiful, confident. She fixed the machine like it was nothing and smiled as if we'd known each other for years. That was the beginning of our friendship. From that day, we were inseparable. Lunch breaks, coffee runs, weekend hangouts, she became the sister I never had. We shared everything, from our work stress to our dreams. Emily was bold, fearless, and full of life. The kind of person who could walk into a room and make everyone notice her, and I admired her for it. She'd always tell me, "Sarah, you need to stop doubting yourself. Go for what you want." I used to think she genuinely cared. I trusted her completely. But I was wrong. At first, it was just little things, her taking credit for small ideas or turning compliments meant for me into shared victories. I ignored them, believing that's what friends did. I never thought she'd betray me in the worst way possible, until the day Ryan joined our office. Ryan was the new senior executive, smart, charming, with the kind of confidence that made everyone pay attention. At first, I didn't care much, but he noticed me. He made me laugh during meetings, brought me coffee, and said things that made my heart race. Emily teased me about him. "Always saling. He totally likes you." I laughed it off, pretending not to care. But deep down, I did. Ryan and I started talking more, and it felt easy, natural. For the first time, I thought maybe something real was beginning. Emily seemed happy for me. She encouraged me, asked for details, and even helped me choose outfits for our dates. I trusted her more than anyone. But slowly, something changed. Emily started joining us for lunch by accident. She began talking to Ryan more, laughing louder whenever he was around, and finding excuses to be near him. At first, I thought I was overthinking it. I told myself, "She's my best friend. She would never do that." Then one evening, I saw them. I had stayed late at work to finish a report. As I walked toward the parking lot, I saw Emily and Ryan near his car. She was laughing, her hand resting on his arm. He looked at her the way he used to look at me. My heart sank. I wanted to believe it was Zeno-san, but deep down, I knew something inside me broke that night. The next day, she acted normal. She talked to me, smiled, and told me about her late-night call with a client. She laid right to my face, and I pretended to believe her. I didn't confront her. I didn't cry in front of anyone. I went home and cried alone. But after the tears came silence. And in that silence, I made a promise to myself I wouldn't let them break me. I would make them regret underestimating me. That was the moment my revenge began. I didn't plan to scream or expose them right away. I decided to let time work for me. Emily had always loved being the center of attention, so I gave her that. I acted as if nothing had changed. I smiled at her, helped her with work, and watched her closely. She had no idea that I was no longer the same person. A few weeks later, Our office had a major client pitch. Emily and Ryan were leading it. Normally, I would have been on that project, but Emily had made sure to forget my name from the list. I didn't complain. I stayed quiet and worked behind the scenes. I spent late nights fixing their reports, correcting their data, and making sure every mistake they overlooked would lead back to them. On the day of the presentation, Emily was radiant, confident as ever. The meeting began smoothly until the client asked a question only I had the correct data for. Ryan froze. Emily stumbled. The room fell silent. That was my moment. I stood up calmly and said, "If I may, the data from Q2 actually shows a 12% increase. The updated file is here." Everyone turned to me. I handed over the corrected document. The client smiled. My boss nodded approvingly. Emily's face went pale. Her fake confidence vanished. She looked at me, speechless. For the first time, I saw fear in her eyes. That day, I didn't shout or celebrate. I just smiled politely and walked out of the room. My silence said everything. After that, things began to fall apart for her. Rumors spread about her mistakes. People started seeing her differently. And Ryan started to distance himself. She was losing everything she had built on lies. Then one day, karma arrived faster than I expected. I received a screenshot from a coworker Emily's messages with a rival company, mocking our team and sharing confidential information. It was everything I needed. I collected all the proof, quietly emails, texts, chat. Roxanne sent it to HR anonymously. A week later, our boss called a meeting. When he confronted Emily with the evidence, she tried to deny it, but the truth was right there, printed and undeniable. Her voice shook, her eyes filled with panic. She turned to me and whispered, You did this." I looked at her and said softly, "No, Emily, you did this to yourself." That was the day I exposed her, not out of hatred, but out of justice. The woman who once walked with pride now left the office in tears, her reputation shattered. She resigned quietly a few days later. Ryan tried to talk to me afterward. He said he was sorry, that he didn't know who she truly was. I looked at him, calm and steady, and said, "You saw what you wanted to see. Some mistakes cost more than others." Then I walked away. I didn't need his apology. I didn't need closure. After she left, everything felt quiet again. I got promoted. People respected me for my work. And for the first time in a long while, I felt peace. I wasn't angry anymore. I didn't hate Emily. In a strange way, I was thankful because she had taught me the most important lesson of my life. I learned that trusting the wrong person can destroy you, but it can also build you stronger. That silence can be more powerful than revenge, and that walking away with your dignity is worth more than winning any argument. Sometimes, late at night, I still think of her, not with anger, but with understanding. I miss the person I thought she was, not the one she became. I've realized that betrayal doesn't erase the love that once existed. It just teaches you who truly deserves it. I'm not the same Sarah anymore. I'm stronger, smarter, softer, but tougher. I know my worth. Now, I don't need validation from anyone. I've learned that forgiveness isn't for them, it's for me. And so, when I look back on everything, on Emily, on Ryan, on all the pain, I smile, because losing them didn't break me. It freed me. The people who hurt you will never understand the strength they give you. And sometimes the greatest revenge is not showing them your pain, but showing them that you've moved on, shining brighter than ever before. That was the lesson that changed me forever.